Hello. Hey. Hey, H. Hey, Poppy. Luca Vega. I haven't seen you for a long, long time, but I think I remember you. I don't know where I remember you from, but I think I remember your name. Let me pull up my chat real fast here. Whippersnappers. Lord have mercy. My thumbnail's pretty whack. Thank you for putting on the moderator only. Hey, May May. Hey, what's up, Bandit? I seen you were live today. I didn't have a chance to pop over and say hey, though. So, hey, hey, hey. We got a missing girl, y'all. She has been missing. Thank you, Poppy. I will pin that. If anybody wants to join our channel over here and become a crypty, please feel free to do so. I made me some tea. Let me turn my light on so I can show you. So I am a flower tea freak, and you probably can't see this, but the tea is actually 4 or 5 different blooms of flower. So I have a little bit of lavender, a little bit of chamomile, and when it seeps, when you let it seep for about 4 minutes, it actually turns into a flower. It is cold and it is snowy, but not too bad. Not too bad. I had a hoodie on. I had to take it off because I was getting too hot. I was hot. I was one hot mama. I was having power surges. No, I've been busy. I made some chicken and some carrots with a little bit of butter and brown sugar. Chad wants baked beans, so he's going to make him some baked beans. And we have had a busy kind of day around here. Off and on, anyway. Let me put our, I want to make sure that I give. Oh, wait, that's me. That would have been really stupid. Let me grab the link to Soulful Native Flute. I love their pictures, you guys. I absolutely adore their pictures. So let's put their link in here, because I try to always put their link in there, even if I'm just sharing a photo. Soulful Native Flute is what it's called. So what have you been doing, Bandit? Soulful Native Flute. I just seen it where it said you were live. Go check out this channel. Lovely channel. Lovely pictures. It's 11 p.m. there, May May. An ice storm. Well, I think we're going to be getting a lot. I just don't know exactly how much. Because it first said like we were going to be getting like 6, 7 inches. And then that changed to 2 to 3. So we never really know. You've got an ice storm there. The second part is rolling through later. Yeah, we're going to get hit. I mean, I know for a fact we're going to get hit. It's just exactly when we're going to get hit. Okay, Luke Vega. We believe in Jesus, okay? So you don't have to remind us, okay? And it's rude. It is very rude to come into somebody's chat and try to drop a link without asking permission. And I'm sure that you know that. We believe in Jesus. We do. We believe in Jesus. And I would prefer that you, I don't know, Luca Vega. I'm not sure about you yet. For real. I don't like, I don't know. I guess we'll decide. Yeah, I guess he's playing Jehovah Witness. Yes. Well, she's talking about a religious channel that the first video I see when I go to it is about the wells. That's the first thing I seen when I went to that channel. It was about the wells. Don Wells Deception. With a picture of the boys in summer. Which is okay, I don't care. Just not a frequent flyer over here. So of course I'm going to keep an eye out. But it don't matter. I mean, Lord have mercy. Yeah, me too. Me too, Flies. If I vanish, it's because I got sucked into the YouTubian galaxy. It's all right to have whatever kind of channel you want. It's all right to believe in Jesus. We all do. Well, why is she doing it over here? I mean, come on, y'all. I know you're saying this person's cool, but whatever. Whatever. The Latter-day Saints. I don't know. I don't have a freaking clue. I believe in Jesus, and I don't really need anybody to tell me where to go to see if Jesus is real. All right? Now, it's fine if they're cool. But when you don't come over to my channel very often, and then you want to come over and drop a link in my chat, it's pretty disrespectful. So, have you ever heard of the Boot Scootin' Boogie? Boot Scootin' Boogie. I don't know what I want to do. Because you are just rude. Goodbye, Luke Vega. Go over to Rainmaker 1973. I'm sure Jesus is real. Don't be disrespectful when you come over here. Well, you can't come over here anymore. So, how cool would that be anywhere else? We all love Jesus over here. We don't need to be sent anywhere to believe in Jesus or not. So, that's the end of that. Now, if you would have came in respectful and said, hey, I would love to drop a link to a channel that believes in Jesus, I probably wouldn't have had a problem with it. But no, you come in, you've never come in here before, maybe once. And then everybody like, oh, they're cool, they're cool. Well, they're cool to come in and disrespect my channel immediately. So talk to Jesus about it and let me know what Jesus says. All right? Because I am not here to play today. For real. Okay, what we're going to be talking about is a case This beautiful young girl. Let me show you guys, even though I know my thumbnail is kind of crazy. I'm not real good at thumbnails yet. But we got a missing 17-year-old girl. 163 pounds, 5.5 feet. She was last seen leaving her home around 7 p.m. on the 30th, on December 30th. I have it in my banner. Her name is Jennaleah Reyes Hin. She was last seen leaving her home around 7 p.m. on December 30th without her phone. She did not have her phone. She was wearing black cargo pants and a black hoodie. Anyone with any relevant information, please contact the Henderson, North Nevada, Nevada Police Department at 702-267-5000. Okay, this is what she looks like. Beautiful young girl. And from my understanding, and we'll get more into it, she got into an argument with her parents and walked out her door. Now, we are going to hear from the search and rescue. I don't know, May. I don't know if she accidentally forgot her phone or thought that she was just going to possibly leave for a few minutes. I'm just not really sure on that. Just started here. Sorry. You guys, give me a one if you can hear that.
Searching for Jennaleah Hin, 17 years old, who went missing on December the 30th, about 7 o'clock.
Let me see if I can turn it up. She was
distraught when she left, and now it's been 4 days. So every day gets more critical. As you can see by the turnout, we have Henderson PD, we have Metro, we have North Las Vegas, and we have some people from the Drug Enforcement Agency.
They have people from the, thank you, Poppy. They have people from the Drug Enforcement Agency. So they do have people from the Drug Enforcement Agency. That's really interesting when they said that. Well, no, you're going to hear her mother. Her mother's going to come on here and talk.
We have all sorts of assets that the public may have been seeing: helicopters, drones, motorcycles, side-by-sides, 4x4s, and K9 team.
It's low, but what?
Today in the desert area is one of our K9 dogs was able to pick up a scent, and the scent was going southbound. So we're exhausting all of our resources and all those available to us, searching in that area. I want to really confirm that we're here on behalf of Henderson PD. We're a force multiplier for them, and we're here at their request. And with that, I'll turn it over to Lieutenant.
Hi, my name is Lieutenant Charles Hedrick. I just wanted to voice our thanks to all of the resources that you see out here, both our local law enforcement agencies, federal agencies, and volunteers from the community. A big part of this today is volunteer.
And I'm sorry, you guys, there's no closed caption on this, so I can't put the closed caption in. Oh, thank you, Pink Banjo. Yeah, Debbie brought this to my attention this morning.
Volunteers from the community, and we appreciate that. We also want to keep the public aware that while there are assets working out in the desert at this time, that she could be anywhere within the city as well, and to not count those things out. So we're asking the public, if they see something, to say something, contact us or Crime Stoppers, and we're just trying to get this girl home.
And when I think of the desert, the first case that comes to mind is the two little boys that the adoptive family said that they were out playing and disappeared. We know different now. The other case that comes to mind is the Dylan Rounds case. And I would love to talk to Jim Terry about that case. I know other YouTubers have talked to him about that case, but I remember him describing things that he actually found out in the desert that was pretty messed up. So weird stuff happens in the desert.
We have the parents of Jennaleah, Corey and Jennifer. If you'd like to ask any questions, feel free to do so.
I just want to,
Trigger warning.
first and foremost, thank you guys for coming out. If Jenna's listening,
No,
I just
this
wanna
is,
say
yeah, this is Nevada.
I love you. We just want you back. Our home is
It's not the
broken
same
without you,
area.
and we need you. So please come back.
Mom is heartbroken.
Jenna, wherever you are, whoever you're with, I just want you to come home. I want you safe. We love you so much. Please come home, or if you're with somebody, please bring her back home to me.
I have to stop there a minute. Hey, Debbie. I want to show Mom's reaction again. Well, it wasn't necessary. Yeah, Jim is the one who came out and said immediately what he thought happened and who he felt was responsible. And he took a big hit from the family for that. But I'm talking about what was found out in the desert. Different things that Jim found out in the desert. He talked about finding a shed where allegedly there had been a couple of women kept, is what he talked about.
Back.
So I want to watch Mom. Watch Mom. Watch Mom.
They're Crime Stoppers.
Sorry.
And we're just trying to get this girl home.
Sorry, I'm low budget. I don't do anything fancy
We have
over
the
here.
parents of Jennaleah, Corey and Jennifer. If you'd like to ask any questions, feel free to do so.
I just want to say, first and foremost, thank you guys for coming out. If Jenna's listening, I just want to say I love you. We just want you back. Our home is broken without you, and we need you. So please come back.
Jenna, wherever you are, whoever you're with, I just want you to come home. I want you safe. We love you so much.
She left without her phone. From my understanding, there was an argument. She got upset. Jenna got upset, and she left the home around 7 p.m. on December 30th. She did not take her phone, which meant maybe she just left to cool off and something happened. They did pick up a scent in the desert. If she didn't have her phone, then she didn't have a flashlight, right? I'm not sure, May. I'm not sure.
Please come home, or if you're with somebody, please bring her back home to me.
That's it.
Anybody have any questions? PM.
Mom is
Pardon?
totally upset.
Picked up the scent yesterday about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, the dog picks up a scent. The scent loses quality really every minute after the track is laid. So the dog picked it up. It was going southbound in the desert here, and we followed till the dog became exhausted and had to stop. So we picked that up again
Wow.
this morning, but the track is old now and not very good. But we're
Wow.
cooperating on
How
the assumption
sad.
that if It's her track. It appears to be.
I just
She's
showed a
headed
picture of
southbound,
her.
and we're going southbound and east and west as well from this location. No history of any activity of that nature. Straight A student, exemplary in every way. Never had any problems with mom and dad, and no issues running away or with law enforcement in her history.
So Jenna's a straight A student. I have to find where it was said that she got in a fight with mom or dad. Hey, Jenny. So I definitely need to check that out and see. Straight A student, got angry, walked out of the house. I'm kind of just wondering. Oh, I understand what you're saying, Peak Banjo. But there are pictures of her, you know, on Facebook and everywhere else. So the search teams just haven't given up. But the longer it goes, I mean, if they followed her scent into the desert where the dog got exhausted, how far did she go?
She's on foot. She left on foot. She didn't have any money with her, no credit cards, didn't have a cell phone with her, and no food or water. And that's why you're seeing more and more resources out here yesterday and more resources today, because every day is more critical than the prior day.
This is so sad.
You know the answer about friends and family?
Oh, I'm sure they got
believe,
drones out there,
the
Pink
boyfriend was
Banjo.
interviewed the night of, and we are looking into possibly being at a friend's house or something of that nature.
Being at a friend's house.
In a situation like this, yes, when we have a missing endangered, someone's in distress, we did have a witness that saw them come into the desert, and then with the dog picking up on the scent yesterday, this is something that you would likely see.
Wow.
That each day is more critical than the last day. The survivability with no water and no food out here diminishes drastically after 72 hours. And we're at the fourth day right now.
Wow.
There's been good history
This
in the
was
past
day
of people
4.
surviving past this time frame, but it goes down dramatically.
Like I said, she went missing on December 30th. December 30th.
She was distraught. There was a family issue, and she left the home, and no signs of foul play at all. And as you can tell by interviewing or asking questions of the mom and dad, they're pretty upset.
Okay. Hey, Stephen. Okay, so this is something that I want people to hear what he's saying. There was no signs of foul play. She got in an argument with mom and dad. She walked out the door. Maybe she just thought she was gonna, get out there and just walk and maybe get her emotions out. I really hope, that makes today a week since she walked out the door. And we have to remember, she walked out the door at 7 p.m. I don't know when it gets dark there. I can check and see, but yeah, maybe could somebody have picked her up? She's 17 years old. 17 years old.
The friends have been interviewed. They've been called. The phones have been looked at. All sorts of social media has been looked at. All the friends have been cooperative, including the boyfriend. And they brought in the school district police officers to look at background as well, see if there was any issues with schoolmates. nothing. She's an exemplary honor student at Hill
Wow.
High School.
This
I
is
can't
so
speak on that. I
sad.
wasn't present, but my understanding is that he was cooperative. He was interviewed, and he was again turned his phone over to law enforcement on scene and was distraught, just like the parents are that
Okay.
missing. All of our indications.
Okay, did you hear that? Because someone asked about the boyfriend. He turned over everything. Yeah, that's true too, Poppy. That's true too.
Again, was she left alone? If she didn't go to her friends or family house, I don't have any indication to believe that she wouldn't be alone still.
Before I forget, and I'm sorry, you guys, Blythe, can you drop Cold Case Crystal's link? She was talking about a individual by the name of Jennifer Bailey, I believe. And so Crystal is covering that case. But it's really interesting. So you guys please go check that out. Thank you, Flies.
We haven't found any other items of evidence or that she's passed through in any other direction. I would say that she's wearing all black, a black Under Armour hoodie sweatshirt, very baggy black sweatpants, black and white Nike shoes. She has waist-length hair, black hair.
So it gets really cold in the desert, right? Even though it's a desert, it gets really cold in the desert. They didn't have vultures when you lived there. Thank you, Flies. Yes, you guys go check out Cold Case Crystal if you get a chance. Like I said, she covered a case today. It was really interesting. So please check her out. Check out Bandit 2 and check out Steven from True Wrecking Crime. Steven's on a roll. When I went over to his channel, he's got more subs than I do. Good for you, Steven. Congratulations.
I think the family was saying that they saw her exit the house on Monday night. So are there any surveillance video from the house that caught any?
Okay, they're talking about surveillance
Believe
video.
so, and we are looking at other surveillance cameras in the area, one of which we did locate her walking in this general direction.
And has any of that footage been exposed yet?
I'm not aware.
She is in the hills. Is the weather a hindrance, or can it help prolong her survivability out there?
There's good and bad on both sides. It's cool right now. It's in the 40s at night. She doesn't have to worry about hypothermia, sweating so much, but they still need the water. You can survive a long time without food.
Thank you,
only a few
guys.
days without water. So the weather is kind of a double-edged sword.
So how long will the search and rescue mission go on?
We'll keep searching as long as we can. We plan on being out here today until dark or after dark. We had drones flying last night, infrared drones until 8 o'clock. And we'll be out tomorrow if she's not found today, and we'll be out Sunday if she's not found tomorrow.
There's your...
After that, we will probably need a couple of days rest ourselves. And,
wow.
then we'll continue the search. We're not going to give up the search for Jennaleah.
How big is the search area?
10 miles, maybe?
Wow, 10 miles. Thank you, H. Davis. 10 miles. They've already searched 10 miles. That's a pretty big area.
At this point, not counting air resources.
And it's just concentrated in this area.
It's concentrated south from where we're at right now. It's also concentrated north and east of where we're at right now.
So by some chance you're listening to this,
Your parents love you. They forgive you. They want you home. You're a good young lady. Do not let this destroy your life. Come home.
How sad is that? How sad is it that a 17-year-old young girl who is a straight A student, is an exemplary student, nothing but good things said about her. She gets in an argument with her mother, her parents, and walks out the front door, doesn't take her phone, which I don't know. In my mind, if you're thinking that she is lost in the desert, then maybe she didn't take her phone because she was upset and she just wanted to get out of the house, uh, you know, just start walking. How many people do you guys know that when they get really angry, they go for a walk? They just go for a walk and cool off and think about, you know, what's going on, just to try to calm themselves a little bit. Yes, he said he didn't, I don't think he said it was promising she's probably in the city. I think he said that that's also a possibility that she is in the city. But if they have her sent in the desert and they're looking within a 10-mile radius, that's a lot. That's a lot.
We're still a ways away from that, but we'll approach that. South of this big mountain right here. This district, we still call it McCullough.
I think it's the Sloan Canyon.
Sloan Canyon area. Yeah. Our search started around noon yesterday. The family was searching that night. And because unfortunately the holidays and short staffing of various offices, we didn't get wind of it until yesterday when a friend of the family called us, and we called the father right away, and we came out here within about an hour and a half. So we started about noon yesterday.
Wow.
They made it that night on the 30th. Yeah. They had a
So the
video camera
family was
inside the
looking
house
that night.
Saw her exiting the rear door. That's how they knew that she
Okay,
was
they
alone
knew she went out the
at that
back
point,
door.
and she had no backpack and no bags that she was carrying.
Really?
Just a normal family dispute.
Where'd you find that? You just looked it up and read that they found a body matching her deceased. Really? Where'd you find that at? Where's the receipt on that? As of 2 days ago, she was still missing. Where might you have found that? Inquiring minds want to know, Graham Cookie 81. Because I've not seen anything like that. Not at all. Don't take it personal, but I'm going to remove that comment. What do you mean that's the site you just seen it on? What are you talking about? What site? What site are you talking about? I just put it in and it's not pulling anything up. So you would have to tell me exactly where it's at, because I don't see anything. I don't see any update. At all. You sent me the link in my email?
You know, that teenagers have with their parents? Nothing out of the ordinary. Okay? I can't thank you all enough for coming out and sharing her story, and hope we find her today. Thank you.
Yeah, I hope so too.
He's been through a lot.
We'll get there.
Oh, poor puppy. Hold on, I gotta get rid of that. Poor puppy, poor puppy. I don't like the puppy stuff. I do not like the puppy stuff. All right, we just went through that. Her name is Jennaleah Reyes Hin. 17-year-old, last seen December 30th around 7 p.m. near Horizon Ridge and Kind Avenue in Henderson. She's a senior at Football High School, left home without a phone. She was last seen wearing black cargo pants and a black hoodie. You can't post a link unless you're a mod. Let's see. Oh, I got it right here. Where'd it come from, though? Here, I'll find it. Okay. Okay, what you just sent me says that they don't believe it's her. But I will see. Henderson. Okay. Here we go. This is from News 3. Henderson police investigate after body found in desert believed to be missing woman. On Sunday around 10:42, the city of Henderson police and fire departments responded to a report of a body unalived in the desert area of Desert Sunflower Circle and Spanish Needle near Horizon Ridge Parkway. Upon arrival, they discovered a deceased female matching the description of Jennaleah Hin, who was reported missing and endangered on December 30th. Henderson detectives responded to the scene, and based on preliminary investigations, there do not appear to be signs of foul play. Clark County Coroner's Office will release the name of the descendant pending notification of next of kin. So this was on January 5th. Why are you cussing, Pink Banjo? Well, we don't know what they were arguing about. We don't know what they were arguing about. But then, hold on, whippersnappers. So, it has not been reported if it's actually her yet or not. Da-na-na-na. Okay, hang on a minute. Let me try this. I mean, I've got the article, but it doesn't say where it came from. Because there's right underneath it, it's a contradicting statement. Body found in head. Where did you guys get that link? Did you drop the link, Debbie, to that? Because I'm not finding it anywhere. No, you're not causing an issue. I don't mind looking it up. I don't mind looking it up. Right underneath that article saying that they found a body they believe to be Jennaleah. There's another article that says, oh, I can't pull it up. I can't pull it up. Underneath it, there's a contradictory article that says Henderson police investigate after body found in desert believed to be the missing Jennaleah Hin. And if that's her, that is horrible. That is horrible. Horrible, horrible. Look, they can say that it is her, and it might be, but, and I get what you're saying, Pink Banjo. The coroner has not came out and said that it's definitely her, because that would be something that they would definitely want to be talking to the family about first. So maybe she got angry. Maybe she walked out the door thinking she was just going to take a walk and calm down. And she just kept walking. And before she knew it, it got dark out and she couldn't find her way back home. People don't realize, I think, and not that I have this experience. I've never been to the desert and got lost. But I think a lot of people think you can't get lost in the desert, and you absolutely can. You absolutely can get lost in the desert. But yes, I think that if it is her, that unfortunately, I feel like if it is her, that they should have gotten with the family before they released anything about it. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know. But this was 2 hours ago. So maybe they have found her. Maybe they have found her. That is so sad, you guys. Yeah, I've got 3 different links here. KSNV and KLAS 8. They're saying, now this was an hour ago. The last article is from an hour ago. Let's check it out. And thank you for letting me know that so I could pull it up. That's the only reason. I mean, I don't want to sound like a bitch when I ask somebody where they found something. Because if you can kind of ground guide me to it, then I can pull it up and, you know, put up the newest information about it. So definitely thank you for bringing that to my attention. How horribly sad. Okay, so they are saying that the description does match the young lady. On Sunday at approximately 11 a.m., which was this morning, they believe that they found her 17-year-old Jennaleah. Upon arrival, officers say they discovered a woman's body that matched the description of Jennaleah Hin, who had been reported missing on Monday. Family members said Hin had left her home after an argument with her parents Monday night without her phone or any money. I don't want to see your ugly ass face. Henderson detectives are investigating the scene. There were no signs of foul play, but they are asking anyone with the information to contact the Henderson Police Department at 702-267-4911 or to remain anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 702-385-5555. But they are saying that there appears to be no foul play. So that's basically telling us that she walked into the desert and possibly could not find her way back. That is so sad. So sad. That is just sad to me. Hey, Loves to Lurk. That is awful. Yeah, it does sound like exposure. She had no water. She had no food. She had nothing. Nothing. Hold on, I want to pull something else up. I wonder why none of the bigger channels are picking that up, though. If you are lost in the desert, trigger warning, the most immediate and life-threatening danger is severe dehydration due to extreme heat and dry air, which can lead to organ failure and unaliving if you cannot access water. Other potential consequences include sunburn, heat stroke, exhaustion, disorientation, and ultimately your passing if not rescued promptly. She was gone. Let's see, today's the 5th, and she'd been gone since the 30th at 7 p.m. at night. The disorientation is a big thing. It said that you don't have to worry about me no more on it. What? I don't know what you're talking about at all. Oh, her mom and dad said that? Did her mom and dad say that? Well, that's sad because now they don't. It is very sad. So that's what it sounds like. She got angry. Very sad. They say that being lost in the desert is you can only survive for a very short amount of time, a few hours to a day or two, without drinking water under normal conditions. How sad is that? So yes, the desert is somewhere where you can definitely get very quickly disoriented. So sad. So sad. That's my understanding, that the temperatures drop at night in the desert, and then it gets really hot throughout the day, I think. Hey, the real Brenda. It is very heartbreaking. Yeah, they lived in a subdivision next to the desert, for sure. Well, we could hope that it's really not her, right? But then again, if it's not her, then it's some other lady, right? But it is heartbreaking for that to happen. I don't know what they argued about, but that's kind of, if law enforcement is saying there was no foul play, then, and it is her. I've heard that it's brutal when the heat gets, yeah, that's what I heard too, that it's really hot. Debbie said it's not hot right now. It does get really cold at night. That is so sad. I hate to hear that. I was hoping that somehow a friend did pick her up and that she was really had a lot of anxiety about going back home because she knew that they were out looking for her. The family immediately went out and started looking for her, right? You've lived in the high desert for 20 years. It's very brutal. Yeah, I agree, Debbie. Reacting on emotion. Absolutely. So I wonder if that's what happened. But they did say the family went out immediately when she didn't come back and started looking for her. And what time did it get dark there? Let me see. What time did it get dark on December 30th? In Henderson. 4:35 p.m. Monday, December 30th, 2024. Sunset was at 4:35 p.m. Wow, it got pretty dark there early, right? That's what it said. Vegas, yeah, sunset was at 4:35. So was it totally dark? That's crazy. That is so sad. So I'm sure that hopefully tomorrow they'll give a law enforcement update and, you know, tell us what is going on with that. Let me search something here. Okay, shit. What the freak did I just do? I am putting another kid's name in my search bar. I've been thinking about another case too. I wish they could have found her earlier, for real. All right, here's the update. This was from yesterday, so the Red Rock search and rescue, it doesn't seem like they've done another update. Why is that? Why haven't they did another update? You would think they would have. That's Las Vegas emergency incidents. Why haven't they done an update then? Okay, I'm going to play this. This is on Facebook because this is from yesterday. So I want to hear what the Red Rock Search and Rescue said as of yesterday. I'm going to get out of it just for a second, and then I'll pull it back up again. Because I want to make sure the audio works. So this is from yesterday.
Hi, everybody. Just giving you an update on the Jennaleah Hin search. We don't have any really good information today, but we have some information about the search in the desert.
For 3 days now, Red Rock Search and Rescue has been out in the desert. We have over 700 search hours. And if you include the other agencies that have been participating, volunteers on horses and so forth, we're well over 1,200 hours in this desert. So now we're starting to think maybe she's in town. People in the area, check your Ring cameras for Monday the 30th, 7 p.m. for her walking by. Just
That is so sad.
Where she could be held up, hiding out. Please let the Henderson police know. Thank you.
I don't understand if they have found the remains of someone. Why is it only available from a couple of smaller news organizations? Yeah, they lived in a subdivision. Well, there's a lot of people who live in the desert. You do, H? Well, some people don't. They don't like it when I say for real. Yes. Absolutely, Debbie. There's a lot going on in Vegas right now. So it's very heartbreaking. And if it is true that they have come across someone that they think is her, maybe the searchers haven't given the update yet because they're being respectful and making sure that the family knows about it first. It is very sad to me when families hear about the possibility of their children being found, or a sibling, or, you know, just anyone in general that's missing, that maybe is found in a not good state, and they go and put it out on social media before they tell the family. And what's that do? Causes a lot of, I think, more tension and grief for these families. So if it is her, I mean, being a journalist and being press, of course, that's going to be a big story. But I don't know why the bigger channels and stuff have not picked that up. Yeah, I think they should have waited for confirmation. And maybe that is what the Red Rock Search and Rescue are doing, is waiting for confirmation before putting out anything. And that's absolutely okay if they did. You know, that's totally up to them. I am not telling people what to do. So, yeah, it was a block from miles and miles of open desert. Hey, Jill, good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in and saying hey. Well, I mean, I don't know what else to say. On Facebook? Okay. All right. Thank you, Graham Cookie 81. Oh. Yep, there's houses in the desert, May. Many people live in the desert. For real. How sad. Why am I showing my own freaking thing here? You don't need to see my chat twice. You don't need to see it twice. Only once. Yeah, if you ever get a chance, Jim Carrey was kind of on a bunch of different panels when he talked about, actually being in the desert, the Dylan Rounds case. It is so interesting. I know he talked about things happening in the desert that I guess a lot of people wouldn't think about. Absolutely, Jenny. There's also homeless people in the desert. They say that, it's some scenarios are the hill have eyes. You guys ever seen that movie, The Hills Have Eyes? It's set out in the desert. There are actually people who, live in caves and stuff out in the desert. So, kind of crazy, right? But, oh my gosh, excuse me. If the, if there was no sign of foul play, I couldn't imagine what this young lady was going through. I really can't. How sad is that? I am sending a lot of prayers to her family. A whole lot of prayers to her family. Yeah, the West Boys. Absolutely, Jenny. Yeah, they searched for the West Boys. But of course, those adoptive parents, they already knew that them boys did not walk away from the house. But I want to send out sincere condolences to the Hin family. It's absolutely so sad so sad that that happened. I don't know, May May. All right, give me 1 second, guys, and I've got something else I want to talk about. But hey, Katie Ann. All right. That's my first real introduction. Yeah, they are. There's actually homeless people who live in the desert. It's like living in the woods. I've watched a couple documentaries on the desert and how to try to survive in the desert. But that probably wasn't a thought to a 17-year-old girl. Yeah, no water in the desert. But there's certain cactuses and stuff that they teach you that you can break open and eat the inside of the cactus, but you got to be careful because there's poisonous stuff there too. Oh, yeah, the jailhouse calls. For sure. That is so sad. But thank you for bringing that to my attention so I could pull it up and see. I appreciate that. So we'll wait for law enforcement confirmation to come out and talk about it and tell us exactly, you know, how far maybe into the desert she was. Or exactly where they found the remains at. That is so sad. And that was this morning at 10:42 a.m. That is so sad. My heart is breaking for her mom and dad. Yeah, definitely praying for her family. The mother said, please bring her back home to me. She went to football high school. They reported her missing on Monday. Last seen leaving her home in the Paradise Hills area. They deployed helicopters, drones, canines, horses, and various vehicles to search for her. Wow. They even had the DEA out there. They had the police department, Henderson Police Department, Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, North Las Vegas Police Department, the DEA, the Red Rock Search and Rescue. They were just among the agencies that were assisting in it. She was distraught when she left, and now it's been 4 days. This was at 4 days. They actually got a report of her missing around 8:46 on Monday, December 30th. So she walked out the door about 8 p.m. and her family was already looking for her pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. She had a minor dispute with the family, they said. It's just a normal family dispute. The that teenagers have with their parents, nothing out of the ordinary. They do not suspect foul play. They were in contact with her friends, family, and boyfriend, who were all cooperative with the investigation. Her mother said, "I just want to say I love you. We just want you back. Our home is broken without you, and we need you, so please come back," said her stepfather, Corey Swanson. How sad. But they found her scent in a desert area near her home. The trail, they said, continued, it led south away from the city. So she was actually going away from the city. They combed through a 10-mile stretch. Now, they did receive some reports of her being sighted in the city. So that's why they probably said that it was possible that, she was in the city. So if they had people calling and saying that, right? Your sister lived in New Mexico. How sad. They had many, many searchers. Let me see. I've got an article up here. I think it's the one I just showed, though, with the search and rescue. So I don't want to show it again. Kind of silly to show it again. This is her mother setting out in the desert. I couldn't imagine setting out there wanting my daughter back and looking for miles and miles around me and seeing nothing. That would be just heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. And the reason a lot of the legitimate searchers who look for these missing kids and stuff and missing people, a lot of times why they do not live stream their drone cameras and stuff is because they don't know what is going to be shown. When you're doing live streams outside and you're looking for something, you don't know what your drone is going to come across. And to me, any legitimate searcher or search organizations, search teams, whatever, the legitimate ones are the ones who are going to be hyper aware of what is being shown to them from their drone footage. Does that make sense? So they're going to be careful, not to put out something that might be very disturbing in real time. So they did bring horses in. I mean, girl must have walked. But we'll do an update. We will do an update. Like I said, how horrific. If it is her, how horrific. And if it's not her, it's still horrific because it's someone. It is someone. But police knew what she was wearing when she left, so we'll see. How sad. Desert climate is brutal, hot in the summer, cold in the winter, very windy every afternoon, no matter what. Yeah, you guys got the tumbleweeds, right? Hold on. I want to pull something else up here. Okay. Aminals. Excuse me, guys. Oh, I need to find my little Tesla cough medicine thingies. What dangerous animal in the desert? Okay. So, oh my gosh. There are 12 deadliest animals in Nevada. Let's see what they are. Oh my goodness. We have mountain lions. We have mountain lions. Really? Mountain lions in the desert? That's kind of weird, right? The Mojave Desert Sidewinder rattlesnake. That would scare me. Mojave green rattlesnakes. Damn. A Panamint rattlesnakes. You guys got a shitload of rattlesnakes. Southwestern speckled rattlesnake. Western diamondback rattlesnakes. Are these all Great Basin rattlesnakes? Deer mice. Well, how are they deadly? How are deer mice? Why are deer mice in the desert? I don't know. I'm just weird. What is that? Oh, how do you say that? Is it a Gila monster? Is that how they pronounce that? Right now, snakes are hibernating. I don't care. The thought. Oh, the scorpions. Bark scorpions. These are all kind of small. They're unlikely to be fatal if you get bit by a bark scorpion, but it's very painful. Their sting may harm human health, particularly children, the elderly, people with poor health, or you may be allergic to it. I guess you don't know until you get bit. How sad. Mosquitoes are bad. Oh, bless her heart. Black bears. Black bear is the only species of bear found in Nevada, and they are supposed to be not nice bears. The black bear is a very, very scary bear. Very scary bear. How sad. But those are some of the animals that are out there. The Sidewinder Snake is a song that REM sang about. Yeah, I bet the real Brenda. Can you give Lisa 54 a shout out? She has been laid up with a break in the bone beneath. Oh, Lisa 54. Shout out to you, girl. I hope you get better. That sounds horrible. You never seen a mosquito or a flea the 30 years you lived in the desert? Yes, black bears are very aggressive bears. For real, Lisa 54, I hope you get to feel better. I really hope you get to feeling better. That's a sucky way to spend the holidays. For real. You would like to see the desert? Let me see if I can pull up a... Let me see if I can pull up like a map. Yeah, if she left at 7 and sunset was at 4:30, around 4:30, then she could have got really disoriented really quickly. Yeah, that is a bad area to break your leg. But we're praying for you, Lisa 54. Okay. Oh, come on. Sorry, guys, I'm typing. I am typing because I'm a goober. Okay, let's see if I can... okay. Okay, here's a little bit. I'm not sure who put this out, though. On Sunday, January 5th, a deceased female was found in the desert area east of the Desert Sunflower Circle and Spanish Needle near Horizon Ridge Parkway. They believe it to be Jennaleah, who was reported missing and endangered on December 30th. Preliminary investigations indicated no foul play. Yeah, it seems like the KSNV and the KTNV are the KSNV is the channel that came out and reported that remains had been found in that area. I'm trying to pull it up and I'm not getting what I need. So basically, I'm going to wait and see if law enforcement, I'm sure law enforcement is going to do an update. But like I said, a lot of times law enforcement does not want to come out and say that they have found her until they get with the parents. And so basically what we're waiting on is the coroner report. That is a beautiful name, isn't it? She's a beautiful girl. Very beautiful girl. A good girl. And that is so sad. Straight A student. No problems at school. No problems at school. The family says the argument was just like every normal family argument, whatever that means. But there is no foul play involved. So, like I said, it sounds like she got angry. She just walked out the door. She didn't take her phone. I believe she was going to come back home, that she just had walked out the door. She was going to take a walk and release that energy, the angry energy. We've all had angry energy before. And what a sad outcome. What a sad outcome. Crazy, crazy, y'all. Crazy, crazy. Oh, I forgot to start. I forgot to start my, I was going to do a little goal thing, and I forgot. It's not a big deal. I just forgot about it. So, all right. Anything else for tonight? Because if not, I'm going to get ready to get off here. Anything else, y'all? As a parent, we know about fighting with our kids. I think she just got too far and disoriented due to the elements. Yeah, that's the way it sounds to me too, Debbie. Like it was a horrible accident. Yeah. I mean, like I said, it started getting dark. Sunset was at 4:32 or something like that. And if she left home at 7, it was probably already dark out. Such a sad thing. Kind of crazy. Yeah, we all have moments like that. Ugh, I'm using my my little Vicks thing here. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's not gonna let me. I was going to pull up. I was trying to find a map. It's not really giving me one, though. And that was the thing, too. You've got people calling and saying that they thought that they seen her in town. Now, this is from the Las Vegas Review, and this was 2 hours ago. So, this is kind of a, this is from the Las Vegas Review. Woman found unalive in Henderson, believed to be missing teen. She's so beautiful. See, she's such a beautiful girl. That's heartbreaking. Very heartbreaking. I heard Bullhorn Betty got a continuance on one of her cases. So, this is a picture of her mother. Oh my goodness. How heartbreaking. And looking out here, looking at this desert, it's hard to believe that somebody could get lost out there. But if she was out there at night, I've got a drink. I'm drinking tea. And I have my ginger shine. Got my ginger shine. Actually, I let it set long enough, my ice cubes melted. My ice cubes didn't melt. So it's very sad. Beautiful girl. Beautiful, beautiful girl. Look at that. Look at that. My goodness. Wow. There's her mom. And the thing about it is, they contacted law enforcement right away. They started looking for her. The family started looking for her immediately. Immediately. So sad. Bless your heart, Mom. My heart goes out to you, ma'am. So, absolutely, you guys, when we get a law enforcement update on it and the coroner releases the information, we'll definitely make sure that we show that. Yeah, the picture I showed May was mom out in the desert. Hold on, let me find it again. Trying to find it again. Okay. Well, that's mom crying. The one where she's sitting on the rock, is that the one you're talking about, Debbie? Right here is where they were. We're talking about 10 miles. 10 miles. That's so, I can't believe that. That is so horrible. That is so horrible. Such a beautiful girl. You know, people, I'm sure, ask, why does why would that even happen? Why would that even happen? Pictures. Beautiful girl. Beautiful girl. Just going to show you guys the pictures. This is on Kit True Crime on Facebook. She's gorgeous. Wow, beautiful girl. Beautiful young lady. So full of life. So full of life. The desert has a unique, amazing beauty, huge rock formation jutting out plain hills, full of sagebrush, so the formations stand out majestically. It's a beautiful place in the spring. Yeah, 10 miles is a long way. But they searched a 10-mile radius is what he said. So I don't think let me see. How far away from let's see if I can answer this. No, they're just still saying that they believe that the description. There's a few more news organizations that has picked up now. 2 hours ago, KLAS8 said that a person found unalive matches description of missing teen. So now they're going to start coming out a little bit. Casino.org 18 minutes ago also put out that the remains found fits the description of the missing teen. So, how horrible is that? But we will say again, hold on. Okay. Good night, May May. Thank you for popping in, darling. I'm gonna get ready to get off here too. Such a sad thing. Such a sad, just sad. Just sad. Oh, good night, May May. Get to bed. I'm gonna get off here and eat some dinner. So, but thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. It's very sad. I'll go in and change my title that possible that she was found. And as soon as we get law enforcement and the coroner releasing that information, we will definitely come back and talk about it. But how sad is that a beautiful young girl, just a normal family little argument, and she gets upset and leaves her home, and that's what it seems like. She went into the desert without probably thinking. She was probably mad, and it just sounds like, though, at her age, that her not taking the phone to me would say that she planned on coming back home. She planned on coming back home. She was never a runaway, made good grades, no problems in school. And so that's just my opinion. That's what it sounds like to me. But like I said, my heart goes out to her family, to her mother and father. How heartbreaking is that? And I would hope that people would at least be respectful of the family in this time. And yeah, be respectful of the family in this time. Send them prayers. But what do you say? What do you say? Thank you, Jill. Thank you very much. Runs with Scissors. Jill said thank you very much for the membership. When you gifted some memberships, Jill got one. So thank you for that. Jill said thank you very much for that. I wanted to let you know that. So thank you for popping in, Jill. I'm glad you did. And thanks all the new people who popped in. And look, I don't mind anybody coming into chat and asking me to properly drop a link. But it's very rude to come into someone's chat and start dropping links because you want somebody to go to a channel for them to tell us Jesus is real. Okay. So I don't know what to tell you there, Luca Vega or whatever your name was, but you know, I found that to be a little bit disrespectful. I understand that you guys all say that person is cool, but that wasn't cool what they did. So it was kind of crappy. And even after I said something, they continued to put the link in my chat or the name of wherever Bandit was supposed to go to realize that Jesus was real. Okay. And I don't know if Bandit believes in Jesus or not. Not my problem. Not my problem. You'll have to talk to him about that. So, no, just rude. Oh, Sassy Pants, get real. You know who Bandit is. For real. For real. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. I am going to get off here. I'm trying to cut my time down on my lives. So I'm gradually doing that. But I'm glad that you guys came in to talk about little Jennaleah. And hopefully, I don't know how I would even... I don't think there would be any comfort for the family at all. For real. So, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I will catch you here really soon. Thank you, Jill. Absolutely many, many more cases to talk about. So we will see what case is next. But like I said, there's a lot of different channels that talk about missing children. Arctic Fox, I think Duchess talks about some missing children's cases or cases concerning children, but I know Cold Case Crystal does. So definitely go check out her content. She just covered a case of, I believe her name was Jennifer Bailey. So you guys can go check that out if you want. Hey, Lil Deb. So I pretty much have been just kind of minding my own business here on the YouTube streets and staying in my lane like I try to do. But you guys never know what I'm going to talk about. My conversation goes way south sometimes. But thank you for letting me know that there was news articles out where they believe that they found remains matching this young lady's description. It's very sad, very sad. So, like I said, we will wait for the coroner's report to come out and do a little update on that, and then we will be talking about a lot more cases for real. So, thank you guys so much. Go hang out on the YouTube streets. It is Sunday night. I know that people work on Monday. Poppy, I figured you're probably working tomorrow too. Flies, I don't know if you're still in here, but thank you for handling my subscription mode, if you know what I mean. And thank you guys for just hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. So thank you guys so much, and I will catch you later. Oh, you're off tomorrow, Poppy? You're off tomorrow? Do you guys like it better when I do them later in the evening or during the day? We'll figure it out. We will figure it out together. Together. Let me get my little hippie girl up here. All right, you guys, I'm going to get off here. Thank you so much. You guys do you, be you, and have a good time while you're doing it. So thank you guys. I will catch you guys later. During the day when you're off. Okay. Well, tomorrow I'll try to do it. I'll try to do it. I don't know. Probably Sassy Pants an inch, maybe. I don't know. I haven't looked out to see. Oh, yeah, we've gotten quite a bit. Huh, there's quite a bit out there. Okay, H. And yes, I will be your auntie. I will be your Auntie Mary, H. Okay? I will be your Auntie Mary. So, you got none? You lucky thing, you. My thing is, I don't mind the snow. I don't like freezing rain. I don't like ice. I do not like the ice. And then I don't like when it snows and then it rains and the snow turns to slush, because driving on slush is almost like driving on ice. So, well, you guys enjoy the no snow. But we kind of got prepared, and Chad went to the store and made sure that we had stuff. So we're just going to kind of hunker down for a few days, and I'm going to get some phone calls and emails sent out that I need to do, and for real. So, okay, everybody have a good night. Peace out. And thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. And please keep the family of this young lady in your prayers for sure. So, peace out, everybody.